Before we came back from the break, you're talking about the challenges that you're facing as ARA and why it should be the avenue that people should take. Yeah.
Right. Thank you, Trevor. So for the fight against corruption is really a two-pronged approach.
Yeah.
The prosecution that Wakili has been talking about, and then there's asset recovery process, which, as has been stated, is a civil process.
Yeah.
So it is indeed a shorter process. Right? The challenges that we've had is that, first of all, the society as a whole has not understood the whole asset recovery process. It has been in the books since the year 2009, as I stated, but we had not put it operationalized. The institutions that are supposed to discharge that mandate, now the institutions have been operationalized. Now we have had to engage with all the stakeholders in these asset recovery processes, and especially the judiciary. We've had the jurisprudence grown on that, so that now people are understanding the tool that is available to the society to fight not just corruption, but all criminal activities generally. Yeah. It is a civil process, so that what happens if you have engaged in you have taken, let's say you have looted, like the NSSF case that we are talking about.
Yeah.
And we start with the process. We come on board at the beginning of the investigation. We don't come at the tail end of it, because majority of the people seem to think that we come after a conviction has been obtained. There's that route. Actually, the law also allows for that route, that we wait for the prosecution to do their thing. You go through the Chief Magistrate's court. You have been prosecuted. You have been convicted. Upon conviction, then the Asset Recovery Agency can come and make an application for those assets that were in question, or the benefit that this person has acquired through this criminal activity, be forfeited to the state. That is one route that is availed to the Asset Recovery Agency under the law. Right, but that route, we have to wait until the conviction.
Yeah.
So it is not going to yield quicker fruits if we take that route. There is another route that the same law has availed to the state, because the law is for us as a state, which is the civil process. What does that mean? Where the ODPP will charge you, the investigators will do their investigations. If the evidence is enough, then you'll be presented before court. ODPP will prosecute that matter. Then ARA, if this person has acquired some economic advantage, some benefit that accrued from his criminal activity, then we come and do what the law has called preservation. We preserve, which is a civil process again. Tell the court there is a suspicious activity that has happened here, or this is an illicit benefit from some activity, some criminal activity, and we are requesting that it be preserved. The law allows for the preservation for a period of 90 days. Yeah. Yes? Now, within the course of those 90 days, first of all, we are supposed to announce and put it in the Gazette, to just make it known to everybody. We have acquired Omari's property, big car. So if you have anything to come and tell us about it, please come within those 90 days, all right? Within those 90 days, we are also supposed to now invite Omari or whoever, come tell us about this case. We are now identifying and tracing and trying to actually pinpoint, is there an illegality in the acquisition of this property? Once that is then established and we have convinced ourselves that indeed it is a proceed of crime, then we file for forfeiture of that property to the state. Now, and that is what Omari has been saying, this is the distinction between the prosecution and the civil forfeiture that we're talking about. When we do file for the forfeiture, then the burden shifts. The burden is no longer on the state for us to prove beyond reasonable doubt that indeed Trevor acquired this property on, from stealing. The burden will shift to you, Trevor, because it's a civil process, to explain to us, how did you acquire this property? And that is why it becomes the best tool that we have at our disposal as a state to fight corruption, to fight criminalities, and deterrence. Because at the end of the day, we are hoping that indeed it is as much punitive. The prosecutors will charge you and take you through the processes so that you're convicted, so that it can be punitive to you, the person. At the same time, we want the process to be a deterrence to the rest of the society, so that the rest of the society can keep away from these criminal activities.
But we don't seem to be using it much. Is it because people don't understand it?
Okay. Thank you for that, Trevor. And that's why I'm here. It's not that we are not using it much. Indeed, we have had quite some gains in the asset recovery process, right? But like I've told you, it was in the books. It had not been operationalized.
Yeah.
And the Asset Recovery Agency was operationalized in 2015, thereabout. Yes, so, and like I'm saying, the jurisprudence, it is a tool that has not been well understood in the society. So this is a time where the courts have established the law as it is.
Yeah.
You know, this is, they have interpreted the law for us, and they're saying this is a tool that is available for us. And so now people are understanding the tool that is available to us, and we are using it quite a lot.